Welcome to Lighten Up Cooking, where I take a traditional dish, lighten it up by decreasing sugar or carbohydrates, salt or fat without sacrificing taste. Today I'm going to be making chewy fudge brownies. And if you remember the video that I did about three or 4 weeks ago on the cupcakes made with the Duncan Hines classic yellow cake mix, I had said at that time that they also had a chocolate cake mix that I wanted to try. Well, as it turns out, it's not a chocolate cake mix that they have, it's a chewy fudge brownie mix that they have. And that's perfectly fine because it's very difficult for me to find a good brownie recipe that uses the alternative flour blends. So far I have not been able to find a recipe that really worked for me. So I'm anxious to try Duncan Hines brownie mix to see if it measures up to my standard of a good brownie. So just like the yellow cake mix, you're going to look for the keto friendly on the box if you decide to buy it. And it has similar ingredients: erythritol, almond flour, coconut flour, allulose, stevia glycosides, and several other ingredients, but nothing that you can't pronounce or anything that's going to be off-putting. So basically the ingredients in this are pretty decent, just like the classic yellow cake mix. So I'm going to mix all of this up and we'll get it into the oven. Now you have to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And I have a 8x8 inch pan that I have lined with parchment paper and sprayed with cooking spray. Because one thing about these alternative flour blends, they have a tendency to really stick more so than your regular wheat flour. So this says to stir your brownie mix. Okay, I'll put this in my bowl. And third of a cup of water. It says 2 eggs, and I have that here. It also says if you wanted to, you could substitute one of the eggs for a cup of shredded zucchini, which I like that idea because that adds some extra nutrients. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use the 2 eggs. And it says 6 tablespoons of melted butter, or you could substitute 6 tablespoons of melted coconut oil, avocado oil, or plain Greek yogurt, or unsweetened applesauce. I'm going to just use the 6 tablespoons of melted butter. So I'm going to put this in my bowl. And you don't have to use your electric mixer. You can just, it says stir by hand for about 50 strokes. That's what's about 50. Okay. So now I'm going to take my pan and just put the batter in. Now you notice that the batter is a little thick. That's what you have with these alternative flour blends. The batter is typically a little thicker than regular flour would be. Y'all have heard me say that before. get it all in here. And you're going to smooth it as much as possible. You're going to try to smooth it out as much as you can. Let me get the rest of this little bit out of the bowl. Okay. Try to get in here and spread it around. As much as I can. Okay. Okay. Like that. And now I'm going to take, I like nuts in my brownies. But instead of putting the nuts in the batter, I'm just going to sprinkle. I have about 1/3 of a cup of pecans. Or pecans, whatever you choose to say. They both are correct. I think I'm going to put all of them on here. I didn't think it was good. I needed all of them, but I've got all of them in here. Just kind of pat them down just a little bit. All right, and I'm going to pop this in the oven for, it says for an 8 by 8 inch pan, which is what I have here. You bake it for 24 to 28 minutes. So I'm going to pop it in the oven and see how long it takes. May not take quite 24 to 28. We'll see. Depends on my oven. But I'm going to do that and I'll be back. They cooked for 19 minutes. Okay. Let's take them out of the pan. Slice them and see what they taste like. Okay. Smell good. And that's what they look like. Okay. See. They're not bad. But I don't know if it's a keeper for me. I want you to see what the inside looks like. I was expecting, it says fudgy. I was expecting more of a gooey texture. And these are more cakey. They're not bad, but I don't know if they're a keeper. So, you should try them and let me know what you think. But I'm going to say no on this one. I'm going to say no. All right. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, share a smile with someone. It will lighten up their spirit and yours too. Bye now.